Hello healers and health seekers, it's me, Ichoda, healing on the medical medium protocols for 23 months now. It's time for What's Up Wednesday, only it was time for What's Up Wednesday yesterday. So 2 weeks in a row, I'm doing a video a day late. I apologize for that. I don't like to be late. And it's just because of this emotional stuff. When I get sad and I get emotional, I get introverted and I go into myself, and I don't know, it's very hard for me to do anything that feels like reaching out or external to me. My brain also gets a little bit foggy and I just get sort of lost in my thoughts and stuff like that. And so when I did the cleanse with Manisa, the Detox Mastery cleanse back in the fall of last year, fall and winter, we got together in groups called sister circles, and it was groups of 5 or 6, and we would have a live call between us on Skype or Facebook or whatever. I don't know if you know this, but you can make a little group text thing on Facebook and do an actual call, and you can do calls on Facebook. But anyway, so we decided to continue to meet after Detox Mastery ended, and we meet every week and talk about our week and support each other and say prayers for each other and send each other love and do body code and emotion code for each other and just uplift each other. And I talked to my awesome sister circle last night, and every single one of us was struggling. It was very interesting to learn that, because all of us felt like we were the only ones struggling. But then we realized also that it is the full moon, and the full moon can affect the heavy metals in our bodies, just the way it affects the tides of the oceans. It can also affect the heavy metals in our bodies, which can cause a lot more emotional turmoil. And for me, that's like spiraling thoughts and just not feeling good about things in general. Honestly, it's brought about a little bit of depression. And it's interesting because I really do have that. There is a big distinction for me now between depression and just like emotional upheaval or sadness, because my depression has been gone for so long on the medical medium protocols that it's really a big contrast when I feel it again. And it's familiar. I remember it because I had it off and on since I was 14. And there really is just a big difference between just feeling some sadness and then starting to spiral into a depression. And lately, I have been spiraling into a bit of a depression. And I am so hoping that that is just because the metals are being moved around in my body by the pull of the full moon. Because it's really not fun. Oh, if you're wondering why I'm in this lovely setting, I'm actually sitting on my sofa. Usually I don't get to do this because my son is awake and talking to his friends online, and he sits next to me on the sofa. So I use his room, but right now he is asleep in his room, and so I get to be out here. Probably won't get to make very many videos out here. What else do I want to talk about? Okay, I'll just talk about the depression and what happens. Because I notice, and I sort of feel a little bit powerless to do anything about it, but I notice it. It's also a cue for me, like, oh, you're getting into that state again. And I notice that things fall out of place. Like, I have not done my castor oil packs this week. And you guys know how much I love castor oil packs. I love them. And I haven't done any of them. And now I like the schedule that I have with them, so I just am going to wait till the next round, because I do 3 days on and 4 days off, and I like that. So I'll just wait 4 days. I haven't done a detox bath, which I think would help probably. And I was going to do one last night, and I just went to sleep instead. What I'm drinking today is this wonderful watermelon cooler. It's watermelon juiced and lime, the juice of one lime, and several, like a handful of mint leaves, all juiced because my juicer is quieter than the Vitamix so that it won't wake up my son who is sleeping. And it's good stuff. This is one of my favorite drinks of summer. Okay, things that fall out of place. My journaling. Oh my gosh, I haven't journaled in like 2 days, which I have been journaling for 2 solid months every day. I'm really proud of that. And what I write in my journal is I just write how I'm feeling, and then I also write the food that I eat for the day, and then how I'm feeling. Like how that food makes me feel, or just how I feel in general, and other things that might be affecting me, and it's a journal, right? So I haven't been doing that. I haven't refilled the supplements that have needed refilling for a full day now. I am going to do it today, because that means I didn't take my supplements for a full day. I took my tinctures, but the other thing is that I generally take my tinctures in the morning and in the afternoon, and I think it's been over a month since I've taken them in the afternoon. Not intentionally. It's like the habit fell away. I'm sad about it a little bit. I'm trying so hard to have compassion for myself, and I keep praying to the angel of forgiveness to forgive myself for all of the things that I feel like I'm failing at. And I know, like, have self-compassion. Yesterday I listened to, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Kahn. He's incredibly uplifting, and he just gets these downloads from the universe that are all about love and how to love what comes up and love ourselves and be love. And he now has a show on Hay House Radio like Anthony does. See, I never listen. It's funny because I love the books from Hay House. I have a lot of them, but I never listened to Hay House Radio before Medical Medium was on Hay House Radio, and now that I do, I'm discovering other people that I like who are on Hay House Radio who just do amazing work. And they just had a summit recently that was just amazing, and I discovered more amazing people, and I'm really excited about that. So anyway, Kahn, he did a show yesterday, his radio show, and I think it was like Life as the Mirror or something like that, and it really moved me. Like all of his shows, I end up crying and being moved and really being touched deeply. Like it goes right, like there's just some things you listen to and they go right into your heart, and his words and his wisdom are one of those things. And I felt uplifted listening to a show. I felt uplifted after a show, and I thought, oh good, the fog is lifting, and I start to feel better, and my energy is going to come up. And it did for a little while, a couple of hours, but then I don't know, it's like that sadness just set in again, and it came back, and it's just there all night. And again, uplifted, talking to my sister circle for that hour and a half that we talked. It was so beautiful and amazing, and I love connecting with them so much, and they mean so much to me. I love you guys, if any of you are watching. But then right after, something happened, and it just sent me spiraling again, and so I just went to sleep, because I was like, that's why I didn't do a castor oil pack. I just didn't want to be awake with my thoughts anymore. What else has fallen out of place? I haven't done any body movement. I was really proud and happy that I was doing the pocket gym. I wasn't able to do it every day, but on the days that I could. And I just have not had the energy, or felt like I've had the energy to do it at all. So that's been a couple of weeks. Whew. Sorry, heavy energy. So let's talk about what I have been able to do, because that might bring it up a little bit. I still have been showering every day. I'm sorry. What I mean to say is I still have been skin brushing every day and showering after, and that's been great. Because when I get dressed when I shower and change my clothes every day, I feel more productive and human and good about myself. It helps me feel good about myself. I have, of course, it's funny, I've gotten to the point in my life where I don't even think about the fact that I do celery juice and lemon water and the heavy metal detox smoothie every day, because they are so much a part of me. They're so much a part of my routine that to me that's like, oh, that's no big deal. But I have been doing those every day. And I have been eating no fat. However, well, this past weekend I did eat a tiny bit of fat. I was trying to make this recipe for samosas, and oh my gosh, they're so good. I totally succeeded, and they're amazing, and I love them. I put them on my blog, so I'll link down below to that. So good, but I could not figure out how to make the wrappers without fat. I needed a little bit of coconut oil. We just used a little bit, but it's still fat, and I haven't had oil. It's been, even before I was no fat, like I never ate oil, so it's been a long time. First I thought maybe eating the fat actually was bringing my energy down, and it's possible that it did, and it's still like detoxing out of me. Maybe that was part of it. But the full moon affecting heavy metals and all of my friends also having the same problem, maybe not. Maybe it's the full moon. But anyway, so I did eat a tiny bit of fat trying to figure out this recipe. And, oh, that's what I was going to say. I've also been eating cooked. I don't usually do this either. This is not normal for me, but I've been eating cooked food in the day, because usually I'm raw till 4 at least, and sometimes raw all day. I haven't had a raw day in a long time, a couple weeks maybe, and I've been eating, at least for the past week, like cooked food in the day. And I'll eat some raw, but then like yesterday I just ate cooked food. I don't know. I mean, of course I eat some raw because I have smoothies like a few times a day. I have at least 2 smoothies every day, and sometimes 3, and I have the juices, the lemon water, and so those things I think I need to get back on eating more raw food. I've just really wanted that sort of more dense, but cooked foods also can be dehydrating, especially if you're eating them all day, and I need that raw food and more of it. So I don't know, I just think I don't think I've been helping myself doing that. I just have really wanted it. So again, self-compassion. I shouldn't be down on myself or whatever, and I'm trying not to be. It is what it is, right? So I'm just trying to notice, okay, I'm doing that, and then I feel like this. But yeah, the past couple days have just been like, oh, are you kidding me? So I think today I'm really going to try to stay raw till 4. At least, and I'm doing a lot of juices this morning. You saw I've already had my celery juice and my lemon water, and this is my watermelon juice, and then I'll have depending on how long my son sleeps, I may even have another juice before I have my smoothie. We'll see how long he sleeps. I mean, I could have a bowl of fruit, but I feel like I'm really liking the juice. And then I have frozen grapes now, so I'm going to drink the grape cooler, because I know in the past, when I'm feeling low, drinking that grape cooler that Anthony's posted a recipe for, which I'll post down below also, has really uplifted me. And I've been wanting grapes lately, and I don't know why I haven't been eating them. Well, I know why I don't eat them. They hurt my teeth right now. I can drink them, so, because I don't have to chew them then. That's why I've been kind of sparse with the videos lately. I've just been in this space, and I want to get out of it. So if you're watching this video and you have a prayer to spare, please send it my way, that I get out of this space and that I come back to myself and that I am me again. Because right now I'm just in my head, I'm just sort of curled up in the fetal position, rocking kind of a lot. So I'm just kind of trying to make it through and do the best I can for myself. And I'm trying so hard to have compassion for myself. And sometimes I can, and sometimes not so much. I'm human, you know. The good news is, because I want to end this video on a happy note, because I know it's kind of heavy and kind of like, everybody take a deep breath. Do not take on my energy, you know, like I don't want to spread my energy out into the world. I just want you to know I'm human and I struggle, and we all struggle, and you're not alone if you're struggling right now. The good news is I do know this will pass. I do. There is a time when I just never believed that. Like I thought I would just always be depressed and that I would never be happy or content in my life again. And the medical medium protocols have really let me know that that's not the case, that my depression can lift and I can heal, and that when it does come again, it will pass. I know it will pass. It doesn't trigger me anymore. I'm not afraid when it happens. It sucks. I'm not enjoying it, but I know it's not forever. I know it's temporary, so I'm just trying to wait it out and let it, you know, do the best I can for myself while I'm waiting it out, and just notice what happens and try to get through it. You know, I did do the Sunset Trust meditation last night, and that was when I was just really triggered and sad and upset with myself, but I did it anyway. I was like, I need this now, right now. And I've been asking the angels for help, and you know, you use the tools you have as much as you can, and if you keep practicing, then you do remember when you're in that state, like, oh, there's something I can do. I'm trying to do something for myself. It makes you feel a little bit better, even if it's just this much, right? Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Please, I don't know if you like this video, it's so sad. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. You can subscribe to my channel by clicking that subscribe button down there. If you want to get notifications when I post, you can click the bell next to the subscribe button. Stay curious, my lovelies. I love you so much. And blessings for your continued healing. And just know, if you are on the protocols and you're going through a bumpy patch like I am right now, it will pass. You can get through it. We can get through it together. I'm with you. I support you. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.